Hello friends, welcome to TurtleQueenGaming and back to Cinders. I have no excuses. Let's just continue. I'm sorry to bother you. You've hit a soft spot there. I have no idea whether I have a job anymore, or a purpose for that matter. And he needs to talk. Oh yeah, if you don't remember, Peralt was creeping outside our window. What happened? I shouldn't bother you with this, I shouldn't bother you this late at night. I am extremely sorry. No need to apologize. You're always welcome. But what happened? What brings you here? And how were you even able to find me? You did tell him where you live. That is a lot of questions. You might consider a career as an interrogator. Finding you is easy. As it's not a secret where Lady Carmosa lives. I did have some problems determining the right window, though. I am afraid that I got it wrong the first time. So if anyone complains about burglars or weird animal noises... Oh my god. I'll laugh at them and convince them it was their imagination. But what brings you here? Can we talk somewhere else where where no one will interrupt us? Again, I'm sorry to bother you. I just have no one else to talk to. It's no bother. Would you like to go on a walk with me? I know the most beautiful place in the forest. Oh, so you can sneak out. That would be... Thank you. Of course I can sneak out. I snuck you in, didn't I? Of course I can. Look. Watch me waltz out my window. We're here. This is my place. Well, not really mine. It belongs to someone else, but I come here frequently. Yes, these woods are ancient and have been part of the royal domain for centuries. Since the first king, they've always belonged to the crown. That's not what I meant. When I was little, and my father was still alive, I was wondering where that sentence was going, he used to tell me stories about fairies living in this part of the forest. Sprites or not, I can't deny that the air in this place has... It's very soothing. That's why I called it my place. I come here to relax, and I need that quite often. But you wanted to talk about something? I get the feeling that it must be something disturbing. You were very quiet on the way here. Was I? Yes, I was. It's just something that happened yesterday. You might say I was caught off guard. Was there another fight in town? Did you have to... No, it wasn't a fight, and I didn't kill anyone. It was just a talk. A talk with whom? The prince. It's so strange that I'm going to discuss this with you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be nosy. If it's some kind of secret affair of the state, then you're right. You shouldn't be telling me anything. It's not about secrets, and you're not nosy. I mean, you have a right to question. He came to you in the middle of the night and was like, I need to talk. I said it's strange because I don't know a single other person than you with whom I can speak right now. Now isn't that odd? You told me yourself that your duty defines you. I guess friends don't really fit into such a picture. Perhaps I finally traded one for the other. What do you mean? My prince summoned me today. He told me about his plans for the kingdom, and for me. Plainly speaking, he told me that I'm no longer needed, that my position is obsolete. Not you, specifically, your job. And that he wants me to take up another job, a different job, which means that you are still needed. I see, and this new job would require you to do what exactly? Lie. He wants me to become his master spy. I see. So what did you tell him? That I will think about his proposal. I can see you're very upset about this. Why is that? I thought you wanted to serve and protect the future king. Scooch. And yet, you are clearly convicted. That's what makes it so upsetting. The fact that I can't make a choice. It should be an easy choice to him. I know my duty and honor, and I honor my allegiance. He is my prince, and he has my sword, my bow. But not necessarily your forked tongue. Yes! I'm not made for intrigues and court politics, and even if I were, I don't think it's an honorable kind of duty. It must have been difficult to hear your liege ask you to accept it, then. Not only that, he also said that there is no need for my current service. But this is everything I know, everything I am. I trained to be the captain like my ancestors before me, since I was a little boy. How am I supposed to change all of that for a hooded cloak? That is, being a knight and switching to a spy is... you don't just do that. I don't know. It does sound like a life-changing decision. Maybe I should simply retire. Leave the scene before I become a joke. The prince gave me that option as well. Whatever his reasons may be, I'm sure this wasn't an easy decision for the prince either. He did give you a choice after all. Carmosa doesn't ask me what I want. From what I gathered, you're more than just a subject to him. Perhaps you're right. So what would you choose if you were given the same choice? Well, I'm pretty sure that... he's correct, so I'm gonna say that he should accept his offer. Because he still wants to be needed. Okay, oh no, this is your decision. I can give you my opinion, nothing else. Of course. I think you want to serve the prince more than anything else in the world. You told me yourself that it is everything you ever wanted. As for the nature of that service, well, times do change. Maybe knights of olden times should move to another arena. That's the point. I'm not so sure about my skills as a courtier. I'm not a politician, Cinders. Yes, other people's well-being is much too important to you for you to be one of those. I don't think I'll be making up my mind yet. This is simply too new. There's something else, too. I always thought about myself as a man of duty and honor. You might have mentioned that in our conversations, yes. That's exactly how important it is. It was, for me. But now that I'm given a new duty, I have trouble accepting it, and I think that I know why. You do? Yes, it's because I'm not a man of duty at all. I'm a man of the sword, and that's what has been making me so devoted to the royal services. Ooh. Oh no! Now he's questioning his core! But once it's gone, I'm not so good at taking orders from the prince. It wasn't honor that kept me at his side. It was pleasure. I was doing my duty because I was enjoying it. Which, I'm guessing, is a bad thing? Of course it is. Duty and honor stem from discipline and self-sacrifice, not preference. But doesn't fun make things, well, funner? I think funnier. Apparently, yes. Besides, you're obviously very good at being one thing, a warrior. This may be true or not. However, I'm sure I'm not good at being a politician. I just don't have what it takes to manage to lie all the time. Manipulate others. Yes. I was never good at it, and I seldom tries. It's just not who I am. I just murdered them when they didn't see my way. I think that condition's called moral backbone, and it's only curable with money. I don't care about money. Then I'm afraid you'll have to live with it and hope it won't be terminal. Congratulations, we've just determined that you have a heart. It may mean only one thing. You are a man of ideals. A man of ideals would accept his prince's offer without a second word. No, I'm not him. I'm what you said, a relic, a knight stuck in his little fantasy world where duty is pleasant and no one is ordered to lie. I want to follow my code, which tells me to obey, but I can't obey because it means I'd have to break another kind of code. But it may all be just a front, because apparently I only do things for fun. Alright, now this is just too much. Stop this right now. The situation isn't easy, but you shouldn't complain about the choice you were given. I wasn't complaining. Yes, you were. Dear Captain, even though it's not that so bad, you know all you need to know to make up your mind. On the one hand, you can put your duty first and let go of your morals, or honor as you like to call it. On the other, you can hold true to your values but lose the role which defined you. The choice is clear and simple. Which weighs more in your mind, duty or honor? You said it yourself. It is duty that defines me. Yes, but roles change and the same is true for definitions. I'd say you put quite the defense of morals, you put quite the defense of morals just a minute ago. So I think that your honor, your morals are what really define you. Thank you for your words. You gave me more than I expected. It does seem clearer now. I'm glad to have helped. Maybe it is indeed time for me to end this kind of living. Perhaps my family's mission, is over. Maybe I should just live, find myself the right woman, and focus on being a good man. Although the right woman part might be a bit challenging. We're staying with the... You're exaggerating. What girl doesn't love a knight? With your looks, you'll find the right one in no time. Thank you for this brazen attempt at flattery. You're very kind. At your service. Thank you, Cinders. This has been very helpful. You listened to me and addressed my doubts. I am grateful. It's been a pleasure. You helped me all you could, and now it's time for me to think about it on my own. Should I escort you back to your residence? Thanks, but that won't be necessary. Since I'm already here, I think I'll go and visit my mother's grave. It's nearby, and as someone recently pointed out to me, I should start taking care of it more diligently. So, you're just going for a little stroll to the cemetery? You really are something else. I guess it isn't the first time you snuck out at night, though. Besides, what harm can the dead inflict upon you, right? Exactly. In that case, may I at least accompany you on your way to the cemetery? Of course, why not? Alright. I need to tell him about not having a dress for the ball. Just needs to happen. Hi, Mom, it's me. It was a while since my last visit. I'm sorry. I've had the most intense week. A bit crazy, actually. I feel like my head's so full with thoughts about what's been going on that it will burst any second now. I met your old friend, Geety. She told me quite a lot about you. I can't believe how different it was you were in comparison to what Father used to tell me. I'm sure you'd know what to do now. Geety said you were smart and strong. And so are you. It's in your blood. Not this again. Did I fall asleep without noticing it? You're not dreaming. All right, if you're so helpful, why don't you show yourself? As you wish. Whoa, heavens! Who are you? I am the fairy of the lake, the one who is praised and feared by souls elated and those of broken spirit. Well, hiya, fairy of the lake. Just popping up out of nowhere. You've been keeping vigil by our lake through the seasons. You remembered about us. You did well. The sacrifice which your mother had made was not squandered. We are willing to uphold the concord. You are free to ask of our aid. Forgive me, but I know nothing about any sacrifice or concords. Yes, you have lost the knowledge which your mother had. She was always so close to us, so mindful of our presence, our ways. She knew how to dance with us and how to sing for us. She knew about the way a concord is made. She also knew about the weight of the price, that it is never equal to the weight of aid. It grows with time, it blooms and is reaped. She made her sacrifice to bind us, which made us watch over you. And we are here. We offer aid. But she was already sick before that, I'm sure. What are you saying? That my mother somehow sacrificed herself for me? I really doubt that. You can play with your doubts as much as you please, as long as your belief in us remains unspoiled. I really can't remember a single situation when a fairy helped me. I never noticed anyone watching me. So much certainty, and yet you speak of memories. You are very young indeed. You believe in certainty where there is only faith. Deep stuff. Your mother's faith made this meeting a reality. Her foresight made this an opportunity. She knew you would need us eventually. It is in your blood. Soon, you will be facing a grave choice. We are here. We are offering aid. I feel like it's genie bullshit, and it's gonna be a problem. I could probably use some help, but I don't know. Button. I guess I could use any help I can get. It's not often that we meet someone willing to help me in the first place. Aid carries weight. Heavy may be the price. It tends to flourish with time. Like fate, it is a living thing. I understand. I think that sometimes we have to deal with the unknown and take the risk. If Mum was brave enough to take this plunge, I am too. I will pay the price. You spoke like your mother. Yes, your blood is one. You are forged like her. Actually, I sounded rather stupid. Soon you will need us, and if you are indeed ready to carry the weight, we will make a concord with you. You will receive aid. It's good to know. I'm sick of having to do everything on my own. Even if it is better or safer, I still miss just being able to lean on someone or something else. Also, I'd be a fool not to take this opportunity, even if it does sound a bit dangerous. Your path is unfolding. Soon you will have to act and make a choice. You will be guided by your blood and nature. When it will come to pass, we will be waiting for you. I still can't believe it, any of it. And yet, your blood speaks otherwise. You are your mother's daughter. Your fate has brought you to the lake. And the lake is watching you. You keep on repeating things like that, but why me? What makes me so special? Special? What can be special for fate? No, you are simply a thread like all the other threads. You deem your own pattern special, simply because it is yours. I guess it does make sense. Now go home and rest. The time of change is upon you, and you will need strength to carry its weight. We will be ready. Well, I wonder if I'll still be able to make the choice if they show up. Wake up, Cinders. Does every day have to start with us having to wake you up personally? Rise and shine, sis. What is it? Oh, is it morning already? Someone had an eventful night. I had the strangest dream. At least I think it was a dream. Or maybe... There's no time to discuss dreams, Cinders. We're leaving. What time is it? Time when only strumpets and their Johns are up and about. Sophia, that was vile. That was the truth. It's barely sunrise and I should be fast asleep. Don't expect me to prance like some deranged pony just because there's some big ridiculous party coming up. Why did you have to get up then? What ridiculous... It's not ridiculous. I mean, there are preparations to be made, and we should be taking them seriously. We had to get up an hour ago. We need to get those dresses corrected, and who knows how much time that will take. Oh yes, the grand ball. Come on, we need to go. Now. Yes, I'm coming. Cinders will be gone for the rest of the day. The house will be left under your supervision. Do you think you can manage that? Don't be dense. Of course she can manage. There are more well-oiled cogs in that pretty head than in yours and mine combined. Or maybe just yours. Aw. How does she still manage to put herself down? Now let's move. I can manage things for one day, Gloria. Don't worry. Alright. We're going then. Bye. Toodles. Have fun. Because the house will fall apart if you don't, like, control the servants for one day. They'll loot the silverware, pull drapes from the walls, just go crazy like monkeys. Everybody's gone except me. Back to the important business, plots and grand balls. Why would they care about what I may want? It's just poor little Cinders, no one important. What could such a meek creature do but just sit and whine and then comply? Well, not this time. Today is going to be different. It's the first day of the rest of my life, and it's high time I made some changes. I don't yet know how, but I'm going to that ball, and I'll make their jaws drop. 'Cause fuck them. And when I get back, everything's going to be different. Up until now, I've only waited. Heaven knows what for. Complaining and whining didn't get me far either. Also a surprise. So let's start acting responsible. I have an aim and I will achieve it. And I will make the changes happen. I need to show Carmosa, Gloria, and Sophia I can accomplish great things when I put my mind to it. It won't be easy, but let's face it, would have no value if it was. Yeah, because if I made my own, like, ball gown and stuff like that, and kept the house, like, what if I got the house completely clean, had my own ball gown? I could totally be like, yeah, I can go. So, I need a plan, though, or at least a dress and a way to get to the ball. The rest I can just wing. Both Madame Guidi and that creature from the lake offered to help me when I finally know what I want. I swear it's like I have two fairy godmothers. Having help is a nice change, though, a sign that the tables are already turning, so whose word should I trust? To whom would it be better to be indebted? Who's less likely to mess it up for me? Ooh. That's intense. I don't know. The fairy, like, makes me really think that I'm making it like a genie-ish deal and everything's gonna be horrible, but Madame Guidi could completely do the same thing. I'd rather go to her. Madame Guidi, that is. The fairies are like an abyss. You shouldn't stare into them too much, not to mention trusting them. How could I spend the rest of my life waiting for the price tag to appear on my happiness? And I'd probably have to pay dearly. Yeah, what if they want my, like, firstborn child? Once you leave your happiness to fate, you become a slave of it, and can easily turn at any moment. Guidi's way may be morally gray and selfish, but at least she's straightforward about it. Life isn't always peachy. She knows what she wants and how to get it, which is more than I've done up till now. Whew. But let's not be too hasty. I just remembered what the captain said about the father's last will. If it really exists, and I could find it, then things could turn out quite interesting. And since Carmosa was so kind as to leave the house and her study unattended... Oh. Let's do it. Do it! They weren't kidding that it was getting seriously intense on the decision-making. Carmosa's room. This place is so creepy. It must be all the spite collected in the walls through the years. Being here makes me feel uneasy. I feel like she's going to jump out of the cupboard at any time. I wonder what would happen if she caught me, how far she would go. So far she's been very good with her scary words, but they were only words nonetheless. Alright, let's have a look around. This place looks like a cell in a monastery. There were many more items in here when Father was still alive. Like his favorite globe that he used to watch or teach me geography with. Globes have hidden compartments. There are many countries in this world, Cinders. Some are completely unlike ours. I remember how surprised I was when I learned there are lots of kings and queens and princes and dukes and castellans, I think? I used to fantasize about all those exotic archipelagos and where people use magic to tame the ocean. Was that a true story or something he made up? Maybe a bit of both. But the globe's gone, and so are my fantasies. It's incredible how empty this room is. If people define themselves through the objects they surround themselves with, Hermosa is an empty shell. Nothing so far. Alright, there's her desk, the most obvious place, so I doubt she hid anything in there. Well, she also doesn't allow people in here. Papers, some old shopping lists, more papers. Oh, a receipt for the ball dresses. She wasn't kidding, they were really expensive. I swear, anytime now I'm going to find Hermosa's secret plans for world domination. What's this? I give, devise, and bequeath all of the residue of my estate. Help take me, that's it! Looks like I was wrong. I can't believe it. It's Father's last will. She really put it in her drawer. This is so awkward. Doesn't matter. Let's have a look. She doesn't allow anything in here, so her desk is actually the place that she would keep it. I, the undersigned, declare, in case of my death, my wife is to become... my wife. So Hermosa is the rightful owner of the house after all. Not good. But here's an interesting part. In case my wife is unable to perform her duties as the head of house, all rights and residue will pass to my prime daughter. Oh, I see what he did there. He is, that's why she's so scared of, not performing well as head of household. This is clear enough. In case of Father's death, the house is passed on to Hermosa. But should something happen to her, I'm the next in line. That is not as good as I hoped, but it can still turn out to be extremely useful. Well, I mean, you would leave it to your wife until her passing. That's kind of the rule of getting remarried. But also, when he wrote that, she was tiny, so you wouldn't want to leave it to her hands. No need to linger. I better go. Before one of the servants sees me snooping here and tells Hermosa. What asshole would do that? Alright, well, that's just about time. We're gonna go see Madame Guidi probably in the next episode. And hopefully... The problem is that I don't know, because I'm thinking Madame Guidi is like going to do the whole, well, take care of Hermosa. I don't want to kill anybody. I just want to go to the ball and show everybody up. Maybe she can help me with that. Maybe it's not. I don't have to be so aggressively hateful towards my family. Hopefully not. I'm hoping that it's not like Madame Guidi helps you take revenge on your family and the fairies help you, like, get to the ball. Because I don't want to kill my family, but I don't want to get to the ball and then suddenly, like, them show up and be like, yeah, you owe us a favor. Alrighty then. So, until next time, peace out, y'all.